So, this will be in the usual recap style, the Grizzlies against the Lakers in Game 6, and Dillon Brooks hit one early on, and you were like, oh my goodness, is he finally gonna do it and hit more than one three-pointer and shoot efficiently? And the answer is no, hell no. Yeah, LeBron hits one from deep here, and he, of course, has been shooting really poorly himself from the three-point line, and he made one right there, which was great to see. Here's the traditional Austin Reeves ball handling duties as he passes to Rui, who has been just so phenomenal as he gets the dunk here. And yeah, the Lakers were cooking, and the Grizzlies once again got down early and huge and big, and however you want to call it. Here's AD just owning Jaren Jackson as he has been playing like a defensive player of the year all series long, man, and it's been insane. Here's D'Angelo Russell over Dillon Brooks, and he had himself the best game in his playoff career, probably, right? And he's been really, getting better and better, which is great for the Lakers as he hits another one here, and it's a 20-point lead once again with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's the pick and roll to AD as he, Yeah, poor Jaren Jackson, man. Poor Jaren Jackson. Let me just say that. And this ish was just over at halftime, to be fair. And D'Lo finishes it off here as the Lakers win by 40. As Dillon Brooks said, I will not respect you if you don't give me 40. And they finished their season losing by 40. So, that's hilarious. That's quite hilarious, to be quite fair with you. And the Lakers have played incredibly, man. I just gotta give it to them. They have been playing great basketball overall. Their defense has been just suffocating everyone. Even though the perimeter defense has not been great, Anthony Davis just cleans everything up. And of course, with Memphis' shooting, it's a lot easier. It will be interesting to see against the Warriors shooting or the Kings shooting, whoever they face, which we just don't know. And honestly, would bet on the Kings right now. Not bet. I wouldn't bet, but my God, it's hard for me to trust the Warriors after tonight, to win, but it's hard for me to also just say they're gonna lose. I'm somewhere just lost on that one and still hurting, so I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. But AD has just dominated this series defensively, and it was just special to see. LeBron was great defensively, also great offensively tonight with 22 points on 13 shots, was efficient as hell. Then, of course, Austin Reeves continues to just be a great basketball player. He's just great, man. I don't know what to tell you. He's been one hell of a ball handler for this team and overall pick and roll operator as he has just dominated the pick and rolls. The same goes for D'Lo. Even though he has not been great overall this series, he has gotten better throughout the series, and shooting-wise, of course, he finally caught fire tonight, which bodes well for the Lakers overall. And the bench was also really good. Malik Beasley even hit some shots. Of course, it was late blowout, but maybe it's gonna help Malik Beasley and Lonnie Walker that they hit some shots and they could be ready for, somebody with actually some shooting. Vanyan Gabriel, Rui Hachimura, Dennis Schroeder played great minutes. Schroeder once again with really good defense. Rui Hachimura with the offense, and Vanyan Gabriel actually a little bit of everything. So the Lakers didn't turn the ball over much, shot the ball fairly solidly, and of course overall they shot perfectly and they out-rebounded Memphis once again. Even though it wasn't by a huge margin, they out-rebounded them fairly well, and Memphis shot just 30% from the field, and of course that's due to AD. And Desmond Bane just didn't have it tonight shooting-wise. He couldn't knock down open shots even if he wanted to. Which is funny that he said that they're gonna come back home to the best fans in the world for Game 7. Hey, what goes around comes around, I suppose. Maybe the Grizzlies will learn to just not talk as much, but it also feels like it's in their DNA. I already talked about it in the community tab here with somebody. So shout out to whoever said that the Grizzlies need to stop talking before they actually win championship. I do agree in a way, but I think it's in their DNA, and maybe one day it will pay off for them, but certainly not now. As Jaren with 14 and 4 had a really rough series after the first game, in my opinion, especially offensively. He was just not efficient enough. Dillon Brooks with his best efficient game tonight and still was fucking horrific. Tillman had a rough night. I mean, everyone had a rough night. It's hard to say anything. Shout out Santi Aldama, I suppose. Yeah, that's about it. What doesn't help, of course, is that you lose Adams, you lose Clark to injuries. Then, of course, D'Anthony Melton is gone. Then of course you also lost Kyle Anderson, which were some of the huge bench pieces from last year, replacing them with young guys who weren't ready. Zaire Williams regressed a lot, so he was pretty much unplayable. So that just doesn't help at all. So we'll talk about it a little more. I have a series planned for these teams that got knocked out, and I want to do it. I'm probably going to talk about the Grizzlies tomorrow. Then we'll see if the Warriors or the Kings lose, who I'm going to talk about next. We'll see. I'll figure it out, that's for sure. And thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in another video.